Wow, that started quickly.
You just ruined the intro.
We don't need an intro. This is a lazy session.
This is
Hey, it
the
wasn't
party
my
session.
intro. It's all good.
The party session.
It's bonus. So, you know, I don't know.
And like that, all the momentum dies.
Oh no, drinking, Digger. You have to be drinking now.
I imagine Josh is drinking by this point, like, oh, what the fuck did I get myself into?
Oh, indeed.
He done goofed.
I didn't. No, didn't goof. Total character. A challenge was issued, and gains could be had. So.
Yeah, I had a friend like that in high school, and he did some pretty stupid stuff.
Famous last words.
No, the most famous of last words is, it's okay, guys, I've got this.
I'm a geologist.
I'm a geologist.
I'm a geologist.
It's like we'll have that put on Digger's tombstone.
He was he died as he lived, a geologist.
AKA Dwarf-son.
Like just Frida walks up with like a cardboard sign or whatever
Sharpie.
and just like shoves her thumb through it so it's stuck to the friggin' tombstone.
He said I couldn't take his soul.
Oh, revenge.
Anyway, so yeah, Digger is getting himself ready.
By what? Barfing now?
No, not even now. He's actually getting some food in his belly. That way, the alcohol has something to absorb into.
Yeah, because he hasn't yet picked an elf to challenge to this drinking contest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Frida is looking around very like, whoa, this is a lot to take in, but I'm really glad there's drinks to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
How is the Guardian of the Rainbow Bridge doing?
I am eating like a leg of the boar or whatever. Like
Not the moose.
elk. The moose.
that leg is a little bit large. Oh, there's definitely meat on my plate, but
Okay.
like she's got a leg of a boar like in her hand and just tearing off a piece, chewing, and she is in heaven.
So in other words, Lumen's fitting in wonderful.
Judging all of you guys.
The one place she fits in.
Why is it that it's like my character's like extra like part of the universe that everyone apparently is like, it's the best place ever?
Because it's the best place ever.
We just went to Disneyland.
Yep, pretty much. With pointy-eared, not androgynous things. Because these are Nordic elves. So, like, there's probably a few of these where, like, Bindweed is even like, damn, you have a lot of points of attractive, don't you? Like, fuck, I have never been interested in dick, but you are nice to look at. But, like, just to make the blanket statement now, a few of these elves, either side of the gender thing doesn't really matter. There is at least 2 or 3 on either side that is pushing 4 to 5 points in attractive.
It's quite a lot.
That's a lot.
And the modifier goes up the more we drink.
Yes. Yes, it does. Anyway.
Lumen is probably going to try to bed somebody, but that goes without saying.
That's because your characters are all sluts.
Lumen is probably not going to be able to bed anybody, but she's going to try.
By the way, a few of the wardens here are also dwarves.
Good.
Not many. The dwarves, and we'll get into that a little bit later as to why, I suppose. But as far as the establishing, as far as like, because we're going to be picking the scene up about half an hour or so into the bullshittery here. As far as why Frida hasn't yet gotten any answers, she's like, so, cousin Magni, I was wondering, and he just like puts his finger on her face, intending to put it on her mouth. She goes, put the mead into her stomach, and then we will talk. We have all night, cousin. Enjoy yourself.
Magni, I think you're going to make me sigh a lot. And then she just takes a swig. A really good one.
Anyway, so what are Trill and Bindweed doing, by the way, when we're picking up the scene here?
Well, like, Bindweed's gonna stay because she doesn't look weird here, but I feel like she's probably making herself stand out. Because she's probably sitting over there with a plate with little tiny bits of things, lots of things to try, and she's eating it very carefully and just taking little sips of her drink. Like, totally not like everybody else. Who's just like munching and slurping and yeah.
And yelling and singing and... So in other words, she's like, wow, you people are outgoing.
She's just sitting there watching it all, but,
At this point, Cheryl probably has, forcibly made herself deaf, aka just not hearing things, and probably started working on, trying to correct some of the notes and all that.
Killjoy.
Yep.
At least I'm
Honestly,
of participating.
It's probably the music, at least, is probably pretty damn good. Just not the singing of certain people.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. There's probably a couple of elves commenting about how this one here with the fire hair would give Skulder a run for his money. And then somebody's like, with what? He just picks up a stick and smiles.
So, do any of the other attendees come and talk to us?
Yeah, a few. Like they make their way over and they comment about how it's it is an honor to meet one of the grandchildren of Odin, and Magni must you must be so happy and proud to have found your cousin again, etc., etc.
Okay.
And they like a lot of the attention does go to Frida, but at the same time, Chrome's off on the side, just chatting up a bunch of people and whatnot, and drinking and eating, and there's a couple of the dwarves that walk over and are commenting about the craftsmanship of her armor, and some people are talk about say Lumen's hair or
So we're all being chatted up.
Oh yeah, definitely. But everybody's being chatted up. Frida is being, I don't want to say honored or revered, but certainly
She's
really
being put
respected.
On a pedestal. She's being put on the pedestal.
Yep.
So
Matt,
yeah.
There's a roll in the chat.
Looking for the least drinking prepared warden. So in other words, the one who's eating the least.
Probably, yes.
Well, there's probably a couple hundred people in this hall, so yeah, you certainly find somebody.
Okay.
In fact, we'll say that you have a few potential candidates.
What are they?
Well, that depends. Is Digger going with any of the presumption of like D&D version of dwarves, where it's like they get bonuses to Constitution and shit?
Nope.
Okay, so not differentiating between the dark elves and the dwarves. So I guess then in that regard, what do you mean? What are they?
Like, give me a little bit about each one.
Fuck, now you're making me have to do this.
Yep.
I'm hunting a fly, damn it. Got him.
Now we can play.
I got him with the backswing too. I swung once, missed, immediately backswung and slapped it across the room.
Hooray.
And now to send it to the hall of its grandfathers. I think it's dead now. One of my parents are gonna fucking knock on the door and be like, "What are you banging on?" The fly. Anyway, let's see. One of them seems to be of like Scalder's demeanor, more like enjoying the festivities. Which, on that note, Scalder's not so much of a stick up his ass that he's not, throwing back with the rest of them. But, he seems to be one who is fairly reserved, and he's, still being part of the party, but he seems to be one that's pacing himself a bit more. There's another who really seems just more interested in the stories and the songs and whatnot than eating or drinking anything right now.
Yeah.
Like, he is drinking, but just not a ton. There's another pair who are busy instead trying to see which one can do more trick throws and whatnot using the throwing axes.
Right.
You are muted because you're holding a button on your keyboard.
Lumen will offer targets.
So, like, what are you putting up as a target? Because you're like, I can make targets for you, and they just kind of look at you like, all right, Guardian, show us.
I would. Out of character, I have no fucking idea.
Little light discs.
Yes. Circles, various other shapes.
They seem quite impressed, actually. Like, your magic is strong, then. And one of them just hucks this bearded axe through the air like 50 feet.
Frida has had just enough. She actually goes and asks them, mind if I give it a throw?
One of them is kind of like, he looks fairly surprised that she got up and walked over. She's like, by all means, and offers her his axe.
And she waits for Lumen to throw a target out. And then she gives it a toss, and let's see. I don't know if I
have the strength for it. Just make an attack roll with your attack bonus.
With my attack bonus? Okay.
Yeah.
Double check what that is.
Cassie, are you cheating? Are you gonna cheat and move it?
Nah.
Basic attack.
Yeah, base attack bonus, because I don't think you have anything that boosts just melee.
But plus 10 is not bad.
No, plus 10 is as good as you can get, right? And you cleave this light in half. And the axe is now stuck about 60 feet off the ground in the wall behind it.
Yay!
At which point the two elves just kind of sit there and they're looking at the axe. They look at each other and they say pretty much in unison, I think she wins.
She grabs another drink and keeps going.
They then each proceed to kneel down, grab her thighs, Like one grabs each leg, and they just pick her up and set her on their shoulders, and proceed to walk back to the table.
So Magni, you like?
He is rolling laughing.
Frida fits in. Everybody fits in.
Except for Chrome, who's currently trying to climb out of her armor.
And being stopped by Trill. No.
Just like,
No.
no, stay.
Shove hand into the face, shoves it back into the helmet. No.
Okay, I will have to talk to Suna to figure out how flirty and naked of a drunk Chrome is. Also,
Yeah, take it off, Chrome.
even if she can drink in her armor, which I don't think she can.
Most advanced AIs in the world can't make a drinking straw.
Well, because here's the fun thing, and for those who are on the YouTube lands and such, we got an art finished by Suna of what Chrome looks like. And I will save it and upload it. She's apparently very pink and purple. So, yeah.
And not as androgynous as she let herself and let us to believe.
Also
Yeah.
true. Okay, get into this. But anyway, as far as Josh's your whole thing of trying to find yourself a lightweight elf or dwarf or whatever.
Yes. That's motive on the lightweight.
Pretty much considering that they were all relieved of oh shit, that's large.
Oh my. Well done.
That's just what it defaulted to when I brought it in.
She's bigger than the rest of the party. That girl is all hip.
That is how Suna likes to draw her characters.
Well, you get like an instant like plus to your hip checks. I tell you from real life experience.
There you go. I'm now going to use that as her character picture. So there you go. No more blue Chrome.
Oh.
Everybody say goodbye to that picture. I'm
Bye-bye,
deleting
picture.
and removing it now.
And here I thought that that Lumen had a lot of hit.
Nope.
Now, to be fair, like when you look at that, like in proportion, she does have a fair bit of hip. A lot of that is also the cape.
That's true.
The white is the cape.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was
Didn't
trying
know
to
she had
figure
a-
it out.
I didn't know that she was the only traditional superhero here and had a cape.
Well, originally it was going to be a coat, like look like more like a coat, like a coat with split tail down the back. But yeah, there we go. We got 2 custom arts so far. One is a custom edit.
What's a
I just need to get
custom
my
edit?
card.
What's a custom edit?
Frida's.
Oh,
I recolored her hair
yeah, that's right.
and did a bad job.
Which
It's
I
okay.
am,
I couldn't have done better.
I am willing to
We'll
redraw
talk about
Frida.
it later. I
Yeah.
will. Later.
For now, we're drinking.
Indeed. So yes,
Um,
attempting to find a lightweight.
Okay. So what I will say is that while you may be able to tell that yes, some of these guys are in fact lighter weight drinkers than the others.
Mhm.
It does not take much of an intelligence roll to realize that yes, you are, even if you find a lightweight, going to be hard pressed to mess these guys up. Not impossible, just you're going to regret it in the morning. You may regret it tonight.
Digger eventually settles on one and goes, "You, Magni, That one.
You know, you would have had to yell over the din of the crowd.
At which point Magni just kind of like he's got like half of the thigh of a pig in his mouth, like just the bone included, and he's kind of like he turns to look at Digger.
That one.
Ah!
That one.
Pulls the leg out, and it's still got like a mouthful of meat, and he just kind of like bellows out, like despite even all the music, you can still hear him because dude's fucking huge. Gragnadir, come here. The elf's just kind of like, wait, what? What the hell's going on? Gets up and he walks over with his mug, says, "Yes, Magni. I have offered a wager with this Dwarf-son." At which point he just looks at Digger and just smiles and motions towards the elf. Like, you get to tell him.
You and I, we are drinking.
He just kind of looks at his mug and looks at you and says, "No, I am drinking."
No, we are drinking.
Ah, this is your wager. I get to drink on the behalf of Magni.
Aye. You're on the nose, Slim Pickens.
It's funny because I'm an elf. At which point he just kind of slaps Digger's arm, and you realize this dude could probably bench a Volkswagen.
Oh my.
It was nice knowing you, Mole.
Do what?
I said it was nice knowing you, Mole.
Shusher, you're next. I will outdrink
No.
the tree.
At which point Magni looks at Bindweed and says, would you like a wager as well, Dryad?
Nope.
I have much competition for you to choose from.
Not even a
As
little.
he like sweeps his arm over the whole table and whatnot.
Bindweed, you're a tree. Have you ever tried to outdrink a tree?
I'm not a tree.
Give it a thought.
On that note, Bindweed, roll me an intelligence check.
I've had way too much to drink.
Obviously.
Wow.
You now must drink because the rule said so.
The roll speaketh.
I've clearly already had too much.
And hey, look at your Skype. Apparently this is Slain Annie now.
Bye.
Well, no shit.
Anyway.
Not helping. I'm not going to say
Oh.
anything.
So at this point, the elf picks Digger up off the floor.
Uh-huh.
It says, "Come, friend. Whether you win or lose, I will remember you with pride."
I'm sure my liver will say so too.
1 second.
May we all go down in a blaze of glory.
What? I'm back.
Oh, I just said may we all go down in a blaze of glory.
You'll certainly be blazed by the end of this.
The next day, they're like, "Oh my god, my innards." And that's why I told you guys we should have left.
Anyway,
But leaving would have been rude.
Tell that to your kidneys.
you don't know those. It's like a stern suggestion.
I need one.
Anyway, so yeah, Digger is led off to his doom by this elf. who pretty much calls. He just calls out to somebody over the table and whatnot. And says, "Bring me the black mead."
Oh.
This does not sound safe.
This sounds like the best idea.
Does Lumen go join them just because?
Nope. Nope. This is exactly what I expected to happen. No. The meat at the table wouldn't be good enough. No. No. Do you want to play beer pong while we do this?
What is this?
It's a drinking game, which gets you drunk faster.
Drinking
Mm.
and games and skill.
He just smiles. I like you, little Dwarf-son.
By the way, for the record, the deal was only with Magni. Even if Digger wins, every single person here can still owe him Dwarf-son afterward.
To be fair, if he declares that this one known as Digger will no longer be a Dwarf-son, he is a geologist and has earned this title. Who do you think's gonna argue with him?
No,
True.
collectively, they're all going to go, what's a geologist?
Yep.
What's a paladin? No, sorry. That's a bad reference. Anyway,
Anyway,
thank God for all those university frat parties.
yeah. I miss
What?
my dad. You miss everything, Vince. What? We're stormtroopers. We miss everything. Shut up. I think you're missing my point. I hate you, Bob.
Anyway. So are they playing beer pong?
Yeah, this sounds like a brilliant idea.
They have to use
So-
axes.
Digger,
I might actually
you
be
have
able to
to
win this one
explain
now.
the rules.
Yes. So, beer pong. Does anyone have a small ball of lightweight, about yay big?
Newman.
That was a very poor choice of words.
There is one right there for you.
Wait, what? Where's the ball?
It's floating in front of you.
Okay, about that big. Ball.
E-
We
Yeah,
can't
Lumen
throw
made
light.
one out of light.
We can't throw light.
Actually, yes, you can.
Okay, hard light, whatever. Anyway, so we shall need many glasses of the black mead. Equal amounts for him and for me. We shall sit opposite one another on the table of battle. We shall place our elbows upon the table and throw the ball towards the other's cups. If, through grace and dexterity, you manage to sink the ball into the other's cup, the other man must drink. If you miss, you must take one of your own drinks and drink. The first with those cups before him is the loser. Or the first to become drunk is the loser.
So I'm also gonna have Lumen make the table because the dimensions are specific for beer pong.
And she knows this by heart?
Yes.
Damn.
She is
How
a
many frat
college
parties you go
kid.
to?
I mean, come on. I don't know it.
Also, Annie, this one on Discord is for your fetish.
I don't know it by heart, but I would say that Lumen would. She has knowledge pop culture. The one time it comes in handy. What?
That was for me.
Apparently there was an episode of Supernatural in which Felicia Day was in there, and she apparently got the guy who plays Dean or whatever in a headlock with her legs, like his head stuck between her knees. And her comment here on Twitter is, "Best moment in acting history was wrapping my legs around Dean's head. I can basically retire now." I do like that she's just a consummate pervert.
And nerd. And fangirl. Just saying.
Anyway, that made me giggle.
All right, so yes,
Light table, light ball.
cups of mead.
I don't make the cups.
Nope. I have taught a bunch of dwarves and elves how to play beer pong. I can die happy.
Even if you're Dwarf-son?
Okay, so just to make sure, so we pretty much the way that this is going to work out mechanically is we need to make a ranged accuracy roll,
Uh-huh.
and then we have to make a Constitution check if the other person makes it.
The other person makes it, you have to make a constitution check. If the guy misses, he has to take a drink of his drinks.
Okay, so if you miss, you take a drink too.
So
Yeah,
either way,
both
there's going to be a constitution roll, it seems.
Just
Yep.
who takes it.
Keep in mind, this is all I remember from, I think, watching, what was it, Oktoberfest or something? That movie with the boot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't watch that movie.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of movies with boots. Just saying.
Oh no, they had to drink basically what was a glass galoshin?
Galoshes.
Yeah, what's the singular of that? Like if it's only one shoe.
A galosh.
A galosh?
Yes.
Yeah, they had to make like a galosh of beer. Like whole thing. And they called it the boot.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah.
Proceed with your hopefully not demise.
Okay, so pretty much the elf takes his position on the other side of the table, and he just kind of motions towards Digger and says, "'Tis your game and your challenge. You may begin."
All right. Digger elbows up the table and throws his bow.
Should you be?
Oh!
Oh, damn!
Nat 20.
Dexterity check.
You don't even bounce. You just flick it, and it gets a fair bit of hang time, and just goes straight into the cup
I thought it had to bounce.
or the mug. Does it have to bounce?
I can look up the rules online and probably realize I've done everything wrong,
I don't care.
but I don't care.
Probably multiple rules for beer pong depending on the university and frat house in which you play it at.
And
That is
Cassie,
also entirely possible.
What?
Cassie, you may be looking it up, but do not correct this because I do not care.
Yeah, it's a drinking
I was
game.
just curious.
The
I was
point
just
is-
curious.
I know. But anyway, so it goes up and straight in. It doesn't even splash. He just kind of looks at the cup, and like his lips part just a little bit, like, holy shit.
Here goes Slim
That
Pickens.
kind of look, and he just says, "A worthy challenge." Takes the cup, throws it back, spits the ball out into his hand.
By the way, Matt, how many glasses are there?
How
20.
many did you guys
20.
want to bring? 20?
20.
20. Digger's gonna die.
only if he keeps missing rolls.
This bodes poorly. So he throws back, and then now to be fair, when they poured the meat into this, to keep in mind there was a dwarf pouring this, okay, or an elf. I don't really care which. Doesn't matter.
They all drank heavily.
They only put, like, as far as volume wise, like a shot's worth of this black mead into each of these cups.
Okay.
They did that.
Perfect. I
Okay.
need some battle music.
Remember, he's got the game face.
There you go.
Does the John Cena you can't see this thing?
Oh my god.
Anyway. So he well, here comes his roll. Makes it.
Okay. He is one dexterous bastard.
To be fair, you're rolling a +10 on the same roll. What?
No,
Wait,
I'm
what?
rolling a +4. Oh, we're going up BAB? Ah,
Yeah, I said it's a ranged attack.
okay. I went off a dex check. Oops.
'Cause
Oh
you were
well, I
thinking
rolled a
D&D.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, so you rolled a nat 20 with a +10.
Yep. All right, and so I pick up and drink. Con check. Con check?
You did not
Toughness
make it.
check. Con check or toughness check?
Con.
Con. All right.
Damn.
And Digger's now already unconscious.
This does not bode well.
I get a rank of bruised.
Nope. It's not a rank of bruised.
It's a negative to your con?
Probably to his ranged attack.
No, negative to his con.
Negative to his con.
Oh.
How much of a
Josh?
negative to my con?
You take one point of constitution damage.
Cool.
Okay. Your turn.
I'm sure the crowd at this point has circled around you and is cheering.
Oh yes.
Oh.
They probably dragged Frida along.
Damn.
Fucking
What
digger.
the fuck? Like the two that had Frida on their shoulders have brought her over and are now cheering for this competition of skill and durability. Here's his con as he throws it back. Ah, shit balls. Okay.
Watching the rolls on this is like watching Belcher's Bluff on Guild Wars.
And he pretty much nails it almost as well as you did on both of your throws.
Okay. See, Slim Pickens, you're getting the hang of it.
I mean, let's be honest. This fucking cup, it's got like a DC of what, 2 or 12? Sorry.
What was
No, it's the
my-
aim rather than like.
So, Josh, your fortitude save. Yep.
Oh.
Wait. Is it a Constitution check or a Fortitude save?
It's a fortitude save.
Okay, that's
No,
not
you
the right
said
number then.
Constitution.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
Constitution last time.
No. Okay, it's fortitude save. You take Constitution damage.
Okay.
Okay, I apologize. That is what's going on here.
All right then. So that should have been a plus 11 for the last two times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
So the last
So
one
then
he
you
made it.
you made your first one, so you did not take any points from that. Now this one you still rolled a 1.
Yep.
So let's see. So you said it was a plus 11.
Yes.
In
so I'm
total?
down. Yep.
So you got a 12. Ugh. Okay, you lose 4 points of Constitution.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Alright. Alright, so his accuracy roll. Or no, it's your accuracy roll now. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. So he got. Okay, so he needs to roll. Oh, he's good. He throws this one back and he just slams that cup down. He just smiles at you, and he just spits he just pops the ball out of his mouth to throw it into the and he gets it right into your cup.
Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to count. How many checks have I made? Let's see. 1.
I think 3.
Okay. So you said there were 20 cups?
Yes.
Okay. Dang it. Get it right. There. I have a running count of my cups.
Not gonna be making a running count of how much constitution you don't have?
I got that on my sheet here.
Okay.
I have a -4, so that means I have 16.
Okay, apparently you're drinking against a chick.
Okay, that's fine.
I figured you'd be so upset by that. Because I will forget how many points she's lost.
Maybe when this is done, we will tell to her chambers and make lovely half-elf belbies.
I'm not saying that all elves are sluts, but you've never heard of a half gnome, have you?
Alright, so I gotta make a constitution save.
Yep.
Or fortitude save. Damn it, Matt.
Fortitude save.
Yes, and a -2. So that'd be +9.
Mm-hmm.
Oop.
Oh, you really need to roll better, dude.
I know.
And you lose 3 more points.
Okay.
I could just imagine Trill like saying over the shoulder, like, "Bad life choices, dude."
Yes!
And this is where I would say you done fucked up.
Shush.
Yep.
I will succeed.
Josh, let me know when your total constitution modifier is down by about 1/3. So not constitution, sorry, but your total fortitude save is down by 1/3. So you started it with an 11. We'll go ahead and round that to a 12. So once you've lost 4 points of fortitude save.
Okay. So he's already lost 2. And an additional 3 points is another 1.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right. His roll of rolls.
All right.
Tiger was always better at the attack.
He makes it, or she makes it.
Pretty well too.
Oh crap!
All right. Her turn.
Miss.
Oh, she makes it.
Okay.
Your go, sir. She's like turning where she's standing and like holding her arms up and like trying to, egg people on to cheer louder and louder.
Okay.
Holy crap! You made a fortitude save.
All right.
By the way, this drink, like, it burns so much that you almost can't taste it, but it's like it's both bitter but also like really sweet.
You don't want to know what it's made of.
Goat piss. Filtered in a stomach of a cow for a fortnight.
Fortnite? For a year.
And Slim Pickens does the right thing and rides the bomb to hell. At which point he begins to sing that song, incredibly off key.
All right, make your throw.
And in that moment, Trill is glad that she can't hear him.
Also, I think it was at that moment Digger knew he fucked up. You make it?
Okay.
Oh!
Second wind, as it were.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. No, she's not going to get her points of Constitution back, but she's just doing all right.
All right, make her throw.
The crowd roared furiously for her success there.
All right. So she takes her drink. She like, and when she goes to like set the mug down, she does like that flip thing people have been doing lately with the water bottles, right? She
Uh-huh.
flips that, and the mug lands dead center of the table as the ball bounces out of the cup and into Diggers.
You've been to
Just
some
went to
frat parties too. Shoot.
No, if you just lay down, maybe they'll think you're unconscious.
Oh shit! Down by that's 3 more points. You're at like half now, aren't you? After your original 4
I'm
digit
at
save.
7 points out of 11.
But you lost 3 twice in a row, so that would mean, wouldn't you be down 6?
Oh yeah, I would be down 6. Right.
Because halves count.
Right. So yeah, now I would be down half.
You are now at a -2 on accuracy checks.
Okay.
Because you are feeling it, and Frida, you can tell that he is feeling it, and Lumen, you're having sympathy pains.
I'm enjoying this.
So confession time. I am not good at drinking. I am good at racing. But I'm gonna do this shit anyway.
If you die, I'll take you to Valhalla.
You don't even come near me with your Grim Reaper crap. I do not at all want to die knowing what is going to happen to me afterwards. One of you, put it in my will. This lady is not allowed to take me nowhere upon my expiry from this life. It takes the fun out of it.
Which point she just kind of she just slams her drink back and says, "It would be an honor to be," and she's like, "It would be an honor to be carried to Valhalla to drink forever by a Valkyrie." And she just kind of drops the
Probably.
cup.
For those of
mug on
you
the table.
that can drink, which he apparently cannot.
Probably.
Both arms just like points to her left at Lumen, like she just dropped the mic on you, son.
Honestly, probably. But I am not like that.
She takes the ball off. She picks it up from the table, right, and she like bounces it right off the edge of the table, right in front of her, and it goes straight up, like 6-7 feet up in the air, and then falls into a cup.
Now you're just showing up.
She just holds her arms out like, "Get on my level, bruh."
I like this one.
Why do I feel like she's about to become this game's Captain Face?
Richard Face,
No,
get it right.
we didn't like him.
I liked Captain Richard
Well,
Face.
okay, Sammy,
Josh, you need to make a fortitude save first.
That's right. That's the wrong roll.
we loved to hate him. That was the difference.
I'm trying to. I should be keeping track of how many points I've actually lost. Hang on. So I've lost a total of 10 points. So I'm at just an even. Let's see. My fortitude is base 6. Okay.
You lose 1 more point.
Okay.
DC 20. It's a drain effect, and I'm rounding it down by half. Or I'm rounding by half, but whatever. You know what I mean. Failed
Oh, yeah,
by 1.
I gotta-
You lose 1.
I gotta take another cup here. Boop.
All right, make your throw. You know what? At least he's staying strong offensively. There you go. She throws that one back, and then she hands off the mug to Lumen. Smell that. Make a fortitude save.
Hold on. What is my fortitude?
I advise you not to smell it.
Too late.
I give you a +1 to your roll, with my advising you not to smell it.
I'm good.
She's fine. She bounces it off the table again, and goes right in there. It's the one closest to you. Hopefully, you'll still be able to find it.
More.
Always find it.
Dwarf-son.
You know what the problem is?
He said last time it was another point.
Actually, no. If he was having accuracy issues, I would totally know what the problem is. But he's not having any accuracy issues. Because he... Well, now he's having...
Now he's having issues.
That was his save.
No, that was his fortitude save.
That was my favorite.
Oh.
Wait, you were down to a plus... So you were already down to a plus... You were at a +6 before.
Yeah, that was my base
down
save.
a point.
Oh. Well, it doesn't matter. It's an 8 either way.
Okay.
It's a terror. Yeah, I was at... I was at 6. Yeah, it's 8.
No, that's aggressive. Okay. So you only have 4 points of fortitude left. Yeah, about that. So you're 13 under, which means you lose 7 points.
Okay. I believe that puts me at a constitution of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
he
think-
still
I think it's-
conscious?
I don't believe he'd be conscious at this point. Or, well...
Is he standing then, I guess?
Yeah. Well, okay. Now here's the thing. Like, you're not going to die. You're not dying. You're not gonna.
You're gonna
pass the
wish
fuck
you
out.
were.
This is when that was the temporary hit points and whatnot for you to drink this, and at 0, then you're done. You're simply done drinking.
Dang it. Beer Punk Gambit did not succeed.
Digger
I am
is-
so documenting this.
I'm surprised she doesn't have the
If
tablet up
this goes
recording
to
it.
Commander...
Oh, I think she has been recording it.
No. Digger actually stands up with that finished glass, hands it to her and be like, hold my beer.
It is me, Dwarf-son.
Hold my beer.
she takes it. She's just laughing.
He walks over to Trill and gets up in the camera and goes, if this goes to Commander, I am revoking your title of base mom. Promise me. This
Well, you
dies
certainly don't
between
get
us.
face from.
No, this dies between us. That goes for you guys over there too.
Digger,
What?
I can't hear you.
You're slurring a little bit too much.
I make no promises.
Who said that with the no promises thing?
Me.
He gives you a gesture like I'm watching you.
Watch.
Anyway, so the dark elf chick walks over, puts a hand on Digger's shoulder, says, "Does this mean that you concede, or are you going to try and throw more? I like this sport."
You still have
I
one
am
point
sure
left.
you're going to become this hall's undisputed master of it. I should have challenged him to a race. Maybe he'll accept double or nothing.
Digger, I don't think you're going to have a chance.
Digger, just lay down. You're drunk.
Do you think he'll take double or nothing?
Digger, I don't think you want to try
double or
that.
nothing a title?
He's gonna call it
Ooh,
Dwarf-son,
titles.
Dwarf-son.
In the same way you double or nothing at Gurkata. Ooh, Gurkata.
You are a two geologist?
I
Blat.
will pick a far more grandiose title than just geologist. You'd have to call me something significant. Something that's not a dumb joke.
Idiot.
Digger. I think you need to drink some water and just shut up for a little while before you get yourself into more trouble.
Find me. There is no water. Haven't you taken a look?
Pass me that loaf of bread. My liver will thank me in the morning.
So does this mean that he concedes?
Yes, I can concede.
She puts an arm over your shoulder, says, "It was well fought. There aren't quite so many who would be able to make the throws that you did. You should be proud of yourself, Dwarf-son."
Well,
At which point,
you,
Magni is just in the background, losing it. And then she pulls. Just because I'm gonna say that Digger pulled his goggles down because game face. She pulls his goggles up, sets it on top of his head, and kisses him on his cheek right just next to his nose.
Digger
Steps away,
furiously.
slaps him on the ass, and proceeds to go back to finishing off the black mead.
Hey guys, I got sexually harassed again. Who could have seen this outcome? Certainly not me.
You get that a lot. I don't understand.
It's
the only
because
man.
I'm the only one in the base with a penis.
I checked. He's
I
drunk.
haven't even checked.
He's drunk, and he says that whether he actually has or not.
There was a time he decided to join me in the base showers. That man is a Ken doll. There is nothing there.
They called me creepy.
You
Right, okay, well.
Shut your mouth, glowy lady. These things happen in the men's locker room.
You
It did
stare
that before
at
I
each
even
other's
got it.
crotches?
What?
What was that, Emily?
He's like, these things happen in the men's locker room. I'm like, you stare at each other's crotches?
Usually, if somebody comes into the showers, you just don't look at them in general.
Well,
I'm used to being the only one who comes in there. I was surprised.
He was trying to come in there.
well, and you never know. I mean, out of character, maybe he didn't know to use a towel.
He didn't use a towel either. He's correct. There's no towels in heaven, apparently.
You mean in good?
Did he ask you how to use it?
Yes. He
Show
walked
me
up
how to shower.
and said, "What is this garment for?"
It has
He
no
wished-
obvious way to fasten it.
Speak of the angel.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
And then he pointed to my own, which I had wrapped about my waist, and said, "How do I make it do that?"
I'm really surprised that he can still talk without slurring that much.
I don't slur. It's part of my superpowers.
I thought digging was the extent of it.
I have many hidden gifts. Who wants to see me cut a table in half with my hand?
It doesn't
I've been
count
working
if it's light.
I don't know if light will work. I don't think you can vibrate light apart.
What my hand can do. Vibrate really well.
Mm-hmm.
To Digger's credit, he did make it 7 rounds in to something that required a DC 20 Constitution check or Fortitude save.
This is
I think I'm gonna go badly sing in the corner for a while and munch another loaf of bread.
I hope there is another set of like Nordic peoples who are now playing the beer pong now that it has been vacated.
Oh, absolutely. And pretty much as long as Lumen is willing to maintain that table, people are pretty much like, this is the best thing ever.
I have stationary for my created object, and they stay until they are destroyed. So
That might
Like-
not
Or
be
you-
that long.
Or you
my-
switch powers.
yeah, my objects stay until I either switch powers or until they are destroyed.
I feel the urge to break.
So it is there. I don't have to maintain it. I am continuing to throw light discs around for people to aim at. I am awesome for a party here. And I'm drunk.
And if they break the furniture, you just make a new one.
Frida has urged her two apparent Sherpas to go over to the dance floor and set her down, and has started dancing with them.
Wait, dancing with who?
The two guys that were carrying her around, her Sherpas.
Oh,
Lumen's gonna drag Bindweed and Trill over to the dance area as well.
Dance party.
Yes!
Lumen, you are too drunk. No.
Excuse me, I'm not too drunk. I
Okay,
just
okay,
want
you're not-
to dance.
Correction. You're not Digger drunk. She kind of just gestures over.
Digger,
is
who's talking to
upside
the
down
wall.
in a chair with a loaf of bread and hugging it.
Like,
And a
okay,
glass of water.
to get this straight,
Or
she's
milk.
not like trying to hit on you drunk or dance with you. It's straight up like girls dancing friends.
Yeah, I
So
figured, but
you're
still, Trill's
grinding
just like,
against her
no,
butt?
let's not.
No,
Are you grinding against Bindweed's butt?
no.
Has Bindweed brought out the tentacles?
Not grinding against anybody's butt.
Those are planticles.
I might let somebody grind against my butt, but I'm not grinding against anybody's butt.
Bindweed, I believe, has a nefarious plot.
With the tentacles.
Planticles.
She needed her evil mustache for this.
Marshall, how often do you get to dance in
Maritime.
Mirkheim? I couldn't remember where we were again. I'm sure Lumen remembers, but yeah. How often will you get to dance in Mirkheim?
I think also that Trill is onto it.
Potentially quite a bit. I mean, I have a free invitation, though. I don't know about you guys.
You do.
You do.
Uh,
You have a free invitation.
I don't know about how often you get to dance in your time, but I mean it's okay. I'll dance.
Woo!
I cut Bindweed to volunteer for something.
Wonder how the Norse feel about same-sex relations.
Did somebody
I
somebody
think-
say something in response to hearing that?
I think generally their notion is sex.
Yes.
Do I get off?
Like sex? Yes. Check yes. Force that.
Why are you giving us all mustaches?
Because you're all nefarious and in on a plot. Cassie doesn't get one because I'm not doing a rainbow mustache.
Why is mine brown?
Because that's your natural hair color. I have declared it.
He looked downstairs.
No, purple is my natural hair color now.
Well, now, but not then. Digger eventually looks at the goblet of water he's drinking or whatever they gave him. Walks over to a dwarf and goes, "Hold my beer. I had an idea. This is the drunken epiphany, and it must be acted upon."
Oh no.
The dwarf says, "You go get him."
With the butt slap.
And no, there's no butt slap.
Dwarf-son.
The moment that he turns around, he walks off with the water.
Dehydration, here I come.
Oh no.
No, he actually walks over to where people are shooting targets.
Oh no.
Huh.
You're at all of a +1 right now. I just want to state, you, good sir, are gonna be at a -5.
So if I am a dwarfkin with the kin of stone,
Oh no.
let's see if this works. I'm paying a hero point at this point.
Okay.
Digger is going to try to literally eject the earth by punching it right into a target. Literally slam the field in the earth so hard it spits up a bit of the floor into a target.
Okay. Cassie, are you cheating?
Yes.
Okay. You both have to make an opposed attack roll. Whoever wins, wins.
What's my attack roll? My range attack? Okay.
Yep.
Alright. I can do this.
You're cheating? You're trying to make me miss? And a thing that Digger might not actually even succeed at. I just spent a hero point, but that's no guarantee that Matt says, "Yeah, okay."
I was
Totally have
tempted
her
to
control for a night.
I was tempted to cheat so that you would win.
Okay.
But
No.
Digger might just break his hand on the floor. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll let you roll first. Then I'll see.
That is an awful roll. I think that's the worst roll I've rolled all night.
I thought you were at a -5.
For accuracy?
Yeah.
Ah,
So that's a 7?
7 or so, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What can you expect? He is drunk.
He's really drunk.
He's really drunk.
She tried to feel bad for you and move it so that you would hit it. And you didn't hit it still.
That's okay. Matt, what happens with this attempt? Does he just break his hand on the floor?
Oh no, but you did just put a hole in the ceiling. It wasn't like a pillar of stone, like Earthbender style. You just lobbed a rock through the air, and it just went through part of the ceiling and smashed, and broke one of the rafters. The good news is this place is built like the god of strength lives there.
He looks to the assemblage of dwarves and goes, "Holy shit, I can cut metal with my hands, and I can shoot rocks out of the ground. I'm learning things." And then he falls over on his side. He can no longer stand.
An obliging person probably just rolls you over to the wall so you're not trampled.
A dwarf just walks over and grabs him by the arm and drags him. Huh? No, I do not. Why?
Matt,
Huh?
why the Jareth post?
Because I wanted to scar someone.
That's going to a different chat.
Anyway.
So the girls
So-
are dancing. Digger's unconscious.
Are all of the girls dancing? Yeah, I guess Chrome's the only one that wasn't spoken for. So,
I'm sure Chrome joined.
yeah, probably. So what's going on the dance floor?
Well,
dancing.
Most awkward dancing ever.
Drunken shenanigans.
No, Frida's kind of artsy as she, studies ballet, and just kind of keeps switching with whoever her partner is. She's like, whatever, I don't care anymore.
I bet Trill's doing the robot.
Georgia Sport's in there just like, okay, sure.
No, oh no, she's doing the white man dance where it's step to the right, step to the left, right, left,
Pretty much.
right, left.
So, when Lumen got to the dance floor, the continued targets kind of slowed down a lot as there are now rave lights.
Rave lights on the dance floor.
There are rave lights, yes. And because, Lumen, she just can't not do that right now. She is drunk and excited.
Oh my.
Kinky.
She also would make a platform for Frida to dance on if she wants.
If she accidentally stumbled on there, it's not like she'd stop.
Yeah. And so that Frida's like, above everybody, center of attention. Guest of honor.
So dancing, heights, drunkenness. This is not a recipe for disaster.
Oh, you'll be fine. Nobody will let anything happen to you.
Magni would kill them.
Distinct possibility.
Party is instantly offed by a rage monster.
I don't know. Lumen's probably flirting with various people.
You need anything with a pulse?
All them eyebrow waggles.
That's why I said various people.
So after a while, though, Frida will basically flip off the dance platform and weave her way back over to Magni.
I would say to make a reflex save, but she can fly.
It was sort of more like a semi-controlled tumble off. So cousin, how often do you feast like this?
A few times every fortnight, when we have a reason to. Often the reason is not as momentous or as enjoyable as this. But we do try to find reasons to enjoy ourselves.
I think my friend enjoyed himself a bit too much.
Or just enough.
Well, I'll ask him in the morning.
And in the morning, they show him the video.
Right down to him shouting that if you show this to Commander, he will disown you.
Oh, dude, Lumen is so showing her mom.
Now, will she tell Commander or not?
Because in the video, it doesn't show Lumen drinking. Plus, I honestly don't think her mom would mind it as, they are in the company of freaking elves and dwarves in a different realm.
I think Lumen has mommy issues.
Yeah, it's called not having one for most of her life.
So anyway, and Frida is, while not as drunk as Jigger, she is definitely a little past what I like to lovingly refer to as the floaty stage of drunk, the best stage. So Magni, tell me, how did you know my mother? What was she doing?
I imagine much like you, she came to find answers. Your grandmother had told her of her heritage, and had taught her much. But she wanted to be able to see Merkheim and Niflheim and all of the others. She wanted to see them for herself. And so she came, she introduced herself, and we drank to the memory of your grandmother.
So, why did she not see you again? Why is this the first I hear?
She had much to do.
So, at this point then, I guess, I mean, how did this even happen to my family line? I mean, seems like a big job.
Well, you see, when a Valkyrie warrior loves a man, or he simply is good looking.
She slaps him in the arm, or well, more like punches in the arm.
Yes, your ancestors, they enjoyed themselves very much. Time and again, until eventually they welcomed you into Midgard.
So what he's saying is they fucked. They fucked a lot.
A lot. Listen to the siren. She understands.
So what do you do now? I mean, I get that I apparently am required to pick souls that are worthy and bring them back to Hull. But Valhalla. and I mean, they gather there and do what? Just drink and have sex?
And fight. And train. And guard the gates from Yggdrasil to Midgard, waiting until they are needed again, should another Ragnarok come.
And who will that one take out? You?
We do not know. Odin sacrificed his sight so that he could see.
This sends off a small drunken twinge in her brain. And she kind of like pounds him on the arm a little bit. Powers! I look at you and it feels like one of the things I do. I know.
He opens his mouth as if he was going to say something lewd, realized you're very young for a cousin, and thinks better of it, and then proceeds to drink again.
She's a little too tipsy to even really notice. So, I mean, do you know what I can do? I mean, the strength and the flying, but there's this other thing that happens that's very. I mean, I took control of a beast, and then I let that go, and then I made a man fall from hitting him with something. But I knew it was doing the same thing.
You must have hit him very hard.
And she waves her hand in front of his face, like, no. With magic of beam.
He looks up at the rafters. Because that's the closest understanding he has of what beam would mean.
Light, like lumen there. But when it hit him, his magic stopped.
Odin sacrificed his eye for sight to counter his enemies, so that he could counter the enemies of the world, so that he knew how to defeat them. You are a daughter of Odin. You do not have the understanding of Odin, but you have his insight. You understand. Even if you do not realize it, you have the ability to know how to defeat any opponent who stands before you, to prevent the coming of a Ragnarok.
Why it feels so creepy?
Creepy?
It,
Creepy? As he throws one of his hands up and lets go of the leg of a boar, and you guys, it goes up, and when it hits that elf on the head, he kind of just face plants very slowly.
Oh.
Like, he goes, wham! And the elf just kind of sways for a moment and just...
Boop.
And then all of his buddies that he was drinking in front of just laugh.
mm-hmm.
When...
Oh my god, Lumen's
When
got
you
a mustache now.
Huh?
Lumen's got a mustache now.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
When you call upon the knowledge of Odin himself, of the Allfather, even if he has fallen in battle, you have called his knowledge into yourself. Your grandfather is a part of you.
Sounds pretty great.
And do not call our grandfather creepy. He is part of you, he is part of me. And he sacrificed everything he knew that you may walk Midgard safe.
She looks at you like, I'm not quite sure what to say for a second, and then, yeah, I will be more respectful, sir.
Ah, don't be so dour, cousin. And then he proceeds to whack, like he pats her on the back again, but again, he's fucking Magni and drinking.
So, I mean, now I'm sure I will have more questions later, but,
But that is for after the drinking.
Magni, you will be death of me, I think.
From the corner, Digger mumbles, "Why not talk to her?"
Why not talk to Erp?
Erd. She's the one who out of character. She's the one who maintained the well that Odin threw his eye into to gain insight.
Yeah, I think she was the Norn of like the past.
Yeah, the Norn of the past. She basically kind of like a muse, but like
More like a fate.
Yeah. I know what the Nord are.
Did she die with the rest of them in Ragnarok?
Pretty much everybody except a certain select few gods died.
I don't know if the Norn survive. I can't remember. I don't think they do.
To be fair, the like I said, the list of those that survive is very, very, very short, and they don't address everybody individually. They pretty much say everybody dies, but then these guys crawl out of the ashes.
Yay!
Because the Poetic Edda isn't super detailed. It's not really a novel. More like a script to an action movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme as Baldur.
I smack one of my friends. Almost 5 a.m. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that post." Lady. All I can imagine is the video being used like leverage over Digger.
You don't want to go down that road.
Just
What I do want is Saturdays off on the schedule. Do we have an agreement?
No. You don't want to go down that route. In the words of Precogna, you have a fair head for this espionage business.
Mhm.
Oh my.
Oh no, you're going to discover that she did theater.
No, he'd probably just do it. He'd probably just be like, and in your room, and mine.
She was a band geek.
Hey,
No,
hey,
she
nothing
was
wrong with
worse.
being a band geek.
She was worse.
Glee Club?
Yeah, that was
Mattering
pretty
where
bad.
you're from.
So. Oh, there actually is one important thing that eventually, probably like 2 hours later, Frida remembers to ask Magni. So she actually takes out of her, from her pocket, the orb. This. We were told we were going to be its keepers from now on. Anything we should know besides is opening the gates to Niflheim. Or
Jotunheim.
Jotunheim. Because quite honestly, this scares the shit out of me.
As well it should. 'Tis not a small responsibility. But the key must remain on Midgard.
It seems like such a better idea to keep it here, where you know what you're doing.
You mean where the Jotun would unify to try and storm our city?
Well, when you say it like that, then.
If they took the key, they would use that door to return to Midgard.
She because she doesn't remember to be respectful to, relics of ancient powers and such at the moment. She kind of tosses it up in the air like a baseball.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Can't we break it?
For those that are sober, and by that I mean Trill. If you're a witness to this at all, you can pretty much tell by his lack of give a fuck, he's really not concerned about the safety of the orb.
That's probably something she'd take note of.
Can we destroy it? I mean, just make it so they
Nope.
never come at
You hold the last piece of the heart of Ymir in your hand, craft into gold.
Just thought it was worth question.
It took an entire war to slay Ymir, and it almost cost your world and ours. Unfortunately, that last piece has everything that is Ymir left into it.
Oh,
It is not going anywhere.
so it's the fucking ring from Lord of the Rings.
Except ice themed.
Let's all walk to a volcano.
It freezes the magma.
Well,
Fuck. Magma is now building pressure. You need to go save the surrounding countryside.
Digger!
This is the role that Digger should play.
Digger can't even dig a straight line.
It's been 6 months. He's still drunk.
We've just had to put Digger up in his room and bring him in and hydrate him from time to time.
Bindweed does so by walking in with a frickin', fucking flower pitcher or whatever. It just like sprinkles it all across his bed while he's in it. Walks out.
I forget. That's how we hydrate, right?
No. Now it just looks like I wet the bed.
That's just a bonus. Now some pictures.
And those pictures go to Precogna.
When he wakes up, he's stealing that damn tablet.
After it's sent to Precogna.
No.
As soon as we get back, it has to be sent to the higher ups. We had to give an accurate reporting of what we did when we were out of the dimension.
I will sit on you.
I feel like Troll would seriously like put a flash drive with that separately just to use it. Just
It's
remember that time
it's gonna
you
be
got
in cloud
drunk?
storage as soon as they get back.
Oh, that's even worse.
It
That's
shall
even
never be
worse.
erased.
And thus
That's
began
happening.
the cruel series
Like
of
as
birds.
soon as they're somewhere with actual connection, Phalanx is gonna see this.
And Phalanx is gonna laugh.
It is going to a cloud, yes.
Anyway, are we about done, or
Oh.
do we still have more?
Actually, I have one. There is one last question that probably again an hour later, because Frida keeps just having side trips to go dance or drink or whatever.
Or fuck.
Hmm.
She didn't say no.
From somewhere in the back, you hear, "Which one of you ladies wants to make out with a dragon?"
Lubin raises her hand.
And now
Jill
the bass
slowly
gets
lowers
really
the
awkward.
hand. No,
Lubin
Lubin,
is
no.
drunk, but she wants to.
I
Trill's
stand,
like, "No."
I stand by the cross stitch pattern that I saw. Drukmi had her reasons. I trust her opinion.
I'll
Anyway.
leave it to Emily if she saw the hand go up.
It would be so much funnier if she didn't.
Trill's like, and something to tease Lumen about? Check.
But anyway, she will eventually come back and ask him. So, just dawned on me. I have like a sacred obligation. So, do you care if I work with them? And she's pointing at the other team members and the society.
They are warriors of Midgard, are they not?
Yeah.
I can think of no less reason for you to work with them.
Okay.
Besides, we must ensure that the legacy of insert name of Valkyrie that I sent you earlier continues. You must make must make sure that you have enough time to do so.
Mm. So they
You
seem
have to fuck.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. So are they allowed to come back with me ever?
Ah, that is the complicated matter.
Of course it is.
They are not of Yggdrasil or the rest of the realm. Their return is a difficult endeavor. They are able to return, but to do so takes a significant toll on whomever brings them.
Yeah. Is oh god, and I can't remember the guy who brought us here.
Skuldar.
Is Skoldar alright?
He will be alright. He will simply have to wait longer before being able to return to his duties on Midgard.
Apologies.
If he did not believe it was worth the risk, I do not believe he would have done it. Instead, he would have simply brought you through the gate.
So he wouldn't. He wouldn't have been a choice. We would have probably hitched a ride in.
I don't think it would have worked like that.
We can only hope.
We wouldn't have let him take her.
Well, it's always worth checking. I mean, they really do seem to enjoy it, and at the very least, Digger there had quite the impact on social life here, I think. As
I-
beer pong is still being played.
I believe, yeah, a fair sport. I may try my hand by dawn.
May need a different table.
I need to reinforce it.
The table suddenly cracks as he mentions the thought of coming over. Yeah. I can just
Next
see him
time-
breaking the light table.
Next time, freaking Frida comes over, she has to bring like a whole box of ping pong balls. I figure they can make a table of their own.
They make one that's like 50 feet long.
Make
to
it a
increase
challenge.
the challenge.
The question is, who's dumb enough to play beer pong against Magni?
Who's dumb enough to refuse him?
I don't know. I think he's a pretty easygoing guy.
Yeah, but you will get teased mercilessly for the rest of forever.
Also true.
Also, maybe it's teams. Magni against a team of 10.
Also true. To be fair, he is strength, not necessarily constitution
Or accuracy.
or accuracy. If he wings the mug at your head, you're gonna probably die.
So yeah, that probably takes care of Frida's like most pressing questions. I mean, she now apparently has someone to come talk to. Does this count as her I'm tired.
Mentor?
Mentor?
Kinda.
Or does she get two? Because this one's going to be hard to get a hold of.
This one's kind of hard to get hold of. Well, like, she has her own mentor in the Hero Society.
Nah, you've told me.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else that anybody wants to hit on before?
That is the wrong choice of word.
No, that was very accurate.
Everybody.
I'm sure that's exactly what he intended. Trill going to slip a drink?
No, she had too much fun watching you guys.
Trill's gonna wonder why Lumen flirted with everybody except for her.
Aww.
Aww.
Like,
And Digger.
She said, she's like, I think I should feel hurt, but I don't really know.
Quandaries.
Am I the one person that was below her standards? Or was I somebody that she considered to be outside of reach? Flip that coin.
Oh.
Is the coin being flipped?
And
Or is the coin on edge?
depending on the answer to that, Bindweed might be insulted then.
Her like if it's
Plain care.
her like it would be like right on the edge. It's just in there standing straight up, and she's like, Are you kidding me?"
Motherfucker.
No, she doesn't flirt with Digger or Frida either.
To be fair, I don't think
Or
we've
Chrome.
done enough social scenes that where she'd be able to do
Apparently,
so.
I'm just special.
You have points in attractive.
That's basically her metric. Let's face it, she only flirts with people who have levels of attractive.
No,
Raziel and Bindweed.
she
Yeah.
flirts with other people.
Does she?
Yeah.
No,
It-
she really doesn't.
Just not at the game.
It's just not on
There-
screen.
okay.
Not when
are we
anyone else is
actually-
around.
When are we actually on screen without, with other people?
When Matt
Very
decides to
rarely.
do so.
But no, she figures Digger's not interested. He said as much. Frida is still figuring out what the fuck she is.
Also, obviously does not swing that way.
Yes. Chrome is underage and never
Not in
around.
Germany.
Also, that one time she very specifically said she was into guys.
Oh, and there's also the fact that Frida is 17, right?
Yes.
That's another reason she's not flirting with Frida.
How old's Trill again?
19.
19? Now, to be fair, look at Trill's token there. Look at that picture. Imagine your face between those chest pillows. There's a fair bit of chest pillow there.
And she just doesn't know whether flirting will be welcome with Trill.
Only one way to find out.
Also,
Probably
when did
sober.
Digger ever say that he wasn't interested?
He doesn't seem to be interested because he gets all embarrassed and runs away.
I thought he said earlier that he had a girlfriend.
The canonicity on that is very much still fluctuating. Talk to us next week and it'll change.
Yeah, I'm just saying he said it in game earlier.
True.
He's never said it in game. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was like, I could go get you some cat suit for my bedroom.
Now, just because he said it doesn't necessarily mean
No.
it's true. Like
No,
he could say he has
yes.
a girlfriend and not have one, but you know.
She's in Canada.
But yeah,
Also-
what he said earlier was like, and I'm the one with a girlfriend.
Oh, that was totally out of character.
I missed that,
Yeah, that was totally out of character.
but still.
I should probably do like a voice or something for Digger, but really I don't. Like, that would be bad.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. Voices have never been your thing. That's my shtick.
Yeah.
They're hard to do.
Mhm.
Well, that's the thing. I consistently try them just because otherwise we have this thing where it's like, oh, was that like out of in character? And I have to be like, no, that was just a joke. I'm sorry. Didn't you not notice I wasn't doing the voice? Okay. If I'm doing an awful voice, I'm probably in character.
That's why I try to stay out of character before I start talking if I've been in character for a while.
Yep. Anyway, so in regards to this feast, so anything else going on besides Lumen wanting to get into somebody's pants because she's drunk and apparently gets really, really slushy? Which, for those of you at home who are counting, slushy is a lush who's a slut. Slushy. Slutty lush.
Slushiness is fun.
Anyway, so besides Lumen wanting to slushy about,
And
I don't know, did
apparently,
Digger
Bindweed
like
wanted to slush about earlier because she asked.
Bindweed was just wanting to make out with people. She gets the dwarf to walk over there and be like, yeah. You can't tell if it's a guy or a girl, but they're willing.
a planticle pops out randomly from time to time?
They're also ugly as sin. Because again, Nordic dwarves.
Oh no.
We lost
Greed.
Annie.
Nordic dwarves. Greed personified.
Now I have to be able to tell, but otherwise they can be ugly. But they might be a good person. I don't know.
But they have to be a girl.
Right.
But you have to be able to tell. That's the problem. You said that. You just said that.
Well, I suppose just yelling out "ladies." Like,
Anyway.
They're drunk. Do you think they care? They're like, I'll be a lady for you.
Welcome back, Annie.
That was fun. I got kicked out there for a minute.
We noticed. Anyway. As far as the feast goes,
Smashing success.
Yeah. Josh, if you want to, you can go ahead and roll a diplomacy, see if you can track down the chick that kicked your ass at beer pong.
do I get a roll of diplomacy to see if I get laid?
If you really want to.
Or something. Not diplomacy.
Oh, go D20.
Diplomacy.
It's a trial.
Isn't there like a charisma one?
Diplomacy
Digger.
is charisma.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Digger doesn't have any diplomacy though, and no charisma modifier, so it's literally just an unmodified D20.
Yeah, same here. That's why I was curious. If there is anything else.
Hold on. I will roll my diplomacy to see if I can get Lumen laid.
Oh, I rolled a 17. Do I get laid?
Or not.
You get very drunk cuddlings with heavy petting.
It was a 17!
I know.
No modifier.
I know. But
So,
you're also a fragile mortal, and they don't want to kill you.
No breaking.
really
I
not
can't fix
that fragile.
They don't know that.
I want to say I got laid.
Nope.
You're just doing it
There.
because you don't want me to get
That's
laid.
my roll to get Lumen laid.
Because I don't want that.
Does
to be
that
the
mean
thing
that
that's
you're...
bad.
Okay, if you're trying to
totally
get me laid,
I'm totally being your win woman right now.
and then she turns around. It's like, you. Being the wing woman for the girl who'd be like anybody.
Hey, if you want to have your aggressive heavy petting cuddles and whatnot with bindweed, then you know what? That's fine.
That's
You
only
guys-
if
you
Bindweed
guys-
winds up being okay with it.
You guys
We-
get to
we
deal with
work
the
together.
awkwardness at the bank,
I
at
was
the
gonna
base.
say, we work together. That might get awkward.
Shh. What happens in Mirkheim
que-
stays in Mirkheim.
The question is, when she
Apparently
sees
not,
them
'cause you
start
took the
getting all
video.
nuzzly and shit, does Trill like break that up post fucking haste or not?
At this point, she's probably just like, "Fuck it, I'm not dealing with this."
She comes up with a spray bottle. Bam!
Bad.
No, I like
Oh,
the
God, the threat-
idea of
It'd be a squirt bottle of water, and then she looks at Bindweed, just like, "Don't make me get the plant killer."
Lumen and Bindweed wind up aggressively in a cuddle puddle with like 5 other women.
There you go.
We're just
We're
just
a
all in cuddle
big cuddle puddle. No sex, no groping, just everybody cuddling. It's nice and warm.
It's like 3 drinks away from an orgy.
Wait, so the entire party is just kind of in a corner cuddling? Is that what's happening?
No,
There's hundreds of guests, so
there's a ton of guests. It's Lumen, Bindweed, and like 5 girls.
Of varying species.
peer pressure almost makes me want to roll to see what Frida did, but I feel like I should refrain.
I feel
I
like
don't think anybody was peer pressuring you.
no, I feel like if Frida wanted to go get laid, she wouldn't have any problem finding somebody because
She would fly up into the air and say, "Somebody fuck me."
she is the guest of honor. She is a Valkyrie.
Fights break out between the gentlemen and some women.
Guys, I want you to think about this. As much as like the Norse culture is all about like family honor and all that shit, imagine being the elf that births a Valkyrie or that fathers a Valkyrie. the child being an elf and a Valkyrie. That is a badass.
That's why I'm like, you're not gonna have any trouble. If you want to say you got laid, you don't have to roll for it. It just happened.
Only Frida will know, and she's not telling me.
Such a good girl, Annie.
I know.
Anyway.
Digger
That's what
eventually
happens
crawls
when you
over
go
to the lady pile,
My hair got braided.
flops.
What was that, Josh?
Digger eventually calls over to Lumen and Bindweed's lady pile after most of them have passed out, flops up and like near it and goes, "I love you guys. I'm glad you're my team."
Lumen just sighs and holds out her arms to like, you can join us.
I just wanted you guys
Puke
to
on
know
me?
that
I am kicking your ass.
I'm not gonna.
I'm alright.
Huh, he's puking now. I thought we'd puked earlier.
That was that was like a hiccup.
It was very well timed.
Anyway, so I think with that, our zeal is waned into the morning. So
Rainbow Bridge!
Rainbow Bridge, you do have to give for Rainbow Bridge.
okay, so come the next morning.
Or afternoon. And by
Sucks
morning
for
you mean
you
afternoon.
guys.
So you guys end up being brought out. Digger, you are certainly regretting some of your life choices, but you're not incapacitated kind of regretting your life choices. You pretty much got yourself blitzed fairly early into the evening, and spent a lot of your time recovering from that. So you weren't too terribly off. But yeah, no sudden movements.
And you ask Lumen to turn herself off.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he is one of the people in the group with a 20 constitution, so he will recover at a fairly decent clip.
I have regeneration.
Yeah, which, by the way, Emily...
Oh, I kind of figured that out. I just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, that was what that intelligence roll was for.
Yeah.
You could have drunk anybody under the table. Like, how much regeneration do you have? How much do I feel like having? I can make a free recovery roll for attribute damage every round. Fuck you. But anyway.
And I believe still have some points left over.
Yeah. So they escort you across, through the city. People seem to, by this point, a lot of the city has already heard that a Valkyrie has returned to Mirkheim. And of course, there's the fact that Magni is walking the streets at the moment, which is not an unusual thing, but there's a fucking god walking down the street.
There's like confetti in the air and shit.
Nah, not quite that bad, but like people, will stop to like ask to shake Frida's hand and shit, and to shake the hands of Frida's warriors, as they tend to put it.
You're my crew.
In Mirkheim, she's the celebrity. You guys are the hangers on.
And you never probably get to come back ever.
At least not very often. Anyway, so eventually they lead you to what pretty much a big tower, right? And at the bottom of it is, just this big rune circle. And Magni just motions towards the center of it. Says, "Stand within and think and imagine of where you all wish to go. Let me know when you are ready."
Wait, how do I come back on my own? Do I have to go to the door again?
The door is one way. If you wish to return, simply place your weapon against the keyhole. It will guide you home.
What
Okay, good.
keyhole? Cryptic as shit.
How is that
Is it
cryptic?
the
Which,
keyhole
like,
and the door in the mountain?
Or any keyhole.
He said the keyhole,
Okay.
so...
Okay, so Digger has to drop her off. Gotcha.
To be fair, Digger could excavate out a tunnel.
He could.
Okay then. Hey,
Dark
Digger.
Father still has a key.
Oh.
That is probably.
Hey,
Dark
Digger.
Father
Next time
probably has a move Earth spell.
Next time I want to come visit for the fam. Guess who's dropping me off at the door?
This guy.
Hey guys, I know it's tempting. Don't think of Disney World.
Well, now that's all I can think of.
Hero Society have
No,
like free
no.
passes.
No, Digger, you want to think of the infirmary. You need like ibuprofen or something.
Yeah, Disney World would be too loud for me.
perfectly. I am perfectly fine.
Josh, your character just thought about swallowing something.
Also, he thought about the music and lights at Disney World.
No, Digger. Base mom rules over this, you know.
Okay, think of the base,
And not Disney World.
not Disney World.
Okay.
She sighs, very sad.
It was wonderful to meet you. And I think we are ready to go.
He just kind of nods and says, "Fair winds, and may Odin always watch over you, cousin. And the rest of you. Fight well." And then there's a flash, and you guys are standing on the hill on top of the base.
Oh, no rainbow.
Close enough.
You look up, and that's where you see the rainbow is. You guys have got dropped out of a fucking portal. That is pretty much nothing but a swirling multicolor of light.
Don't look up, Digger.
That is so cool.
And the grass beneath you has been dyed.
She's really happy. She's just smiling.
I love my epileptic kaleidoscope of colors.
Her favorite color is rainbow.
Now, Digger.
There he goes.
I told you not to look up.
He didn't look up. He followed your advice. He didn't look up. Didn't help.
Anyway, so calling it done.
Calling it done.
Phalanx has the video.
I'm gonna put one other thing out there though. The door to the front of the base opens up, and where we're going to end the session is Raziel flying out the front of the base to land in front of you all, saying, "Where have you been?"
Razzie. Silver
Well,
lining.
there's a video for that.
You have been gone for 3 days.
Oh shit.
End the session.
Shit.
I knew this was going to come back and bite us. Anyway. All right, taking us out.